morning, everyone. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue. Welcome to my channel. I've decided to take this week of my vlog, #Sip, Listen, and List, and share with you some ways to reduce the impact of slow eBay sales. I realize that most of us sell on eBay. Some of us sell on Mercari and Poshmark and Etsy and other places too. But I'm going to dedicate this week's vlog not to necessarily what I'm doing every day like I typically do, but to share tips with you on how to reduce this impact, because I know we're all being hit by slow eBay sales. Unless you're selling something that's a necessity. I want to add to this that anything that I ever share with you on my vlog, in my videos, is simply things that I do and suggestions for you to consider trying. I will never tell you what to do. I will only share with you what seems to work for me, and you make your own decisions from that. I don't think there's any YouTuber out there that can say, if you do this, this will be the result. I don't think so. We all sell different items. We sell items at different prices. We have different places that we source from. I live in an area that I don't really find high-end clothing brands. I don't find high-end things. Maybe they're out there, but I don't seem to find them when I go out looking at a Goodwill or Salvation Army. So we can't compare ourselves with other resellers on YouTube or on eBay or Mercari or Poshmark or wherever. We have what we have in our inventory. We have available to us what we have around us. And all we can do is the best with what we've got. And that's what I do. I am not a high-end reseller. I consider myself probably an average reseller. I work it what I consider full-time. Full-time means that I basically put in time every single day on my reselling business. It doesn't necessarily mean that I put in 40 hours a week, but I work my business from home every single day. So I would love to hear from you in comments down below. Leave comments as to if you're full-time, part-time, how much do you invest in your reselling business? But this is a time when we need to perhaps slow down and review our listings, reevaluate what we're selling, and think about priorities. Yes, it's slow, and it probably is going to get slower for a while. Just saying, it might. Don't know that for sure. But in the meantime, I decided, as I said, to dedicate this week's vlog to sharing some ideas and thoughts and tips. Take what you want, leave the rest. Leave it all. I don't know. Just trying to help. That's all I'm trying to do. So with that said, I will get started. And if I get enough information put together fast enough, I might just release this week's vlog early. My Monday through Saturday vlog might just come out a little bit early. Not to confuse you, but just because I want to get the information to you as soon as possible. So with that said, I'm going to head back to my office and do a little more research and share with you my thoughts on some things that we can do in this temporary slowdown that we're experiencing. So let's get started. I just want to share with you, eBay put out an announcement a couple of days ago on March 21st that sounds like it's going to be very helpful for some sellers. We're deferring fees to support our small and medium business community through COVID-19. Now let's read the details of what we have so far. The first thing that jumped out at me are the first couple of words, small and medium businesses. It does not say individual sellers. It's saying businesses. And as I read that, that would be anyone that is registered as a business on eBay. The next thing is, in the second paragraph, second sentence, with that, we're going to defer most selling fees. Most, not all, but most selling fees for eligible store subscribers for 30 days. So number one, what I'm reading is you have to be a small or medium business. They're going to defer some selling fees, and you have to be eligible, and you have to have a store. So those are some of the criteria that I see so far. Now more information is coming out here in the third paragraph on March 25th. And if I have more information before I put this video out, I will. But to date, this is what we have. This is not saying they're going to stop store fees, but selling fees. So we'll see what they put out. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you some things you can do to help manage your eBay fees, whether it be store fees or selling fees, listing fees, final value fees. I'm going to show you some things that might help you with managing your expenses right now. I'm about to show you a couple of things. How to change your method of payment on eBay, as well as how to make a one-time payment on eBay. So I went to Google just to see what would come up. Make a one-time payment. Go to your seller account, open in a new window or tab in My eBay, look for payment methods for seller fees, and select one-time payment. Select your payment method and enter your payment details. So let's go do that. The first thing you need to do, of course, is sign into your eBay account and go up to My eBay and choose the top one that says Summary. The next step is to open up the account, which will bring you to this page, and you go down to Selling on the left-hand side here, where I'm circling, and go to your seller account. Next, you scroll down to the bottom and look for payment methods for seller fees. And I have mine defaulted to PayPal, and this is where you can go in and change this. Why would you want to change this from PayPal? You could put this on a credit card and defer your payments for 30 days. And if you're going to use a credit card, why not use a credit card that you get points on it so that you can use those points for something else? So that's where you would do this. Now look down a little further, and you see at the bottom, the very bottom, you can make a one-time payment using PayPal or another payment method. So you can go in and make a payment with PayPal or a credit card. This one-time payment can be done every day, every week, a few times a month. Whenever you want to make a payment, this is where you go in and make a payment to eBay, a one-time payment. This way you can keep up on your fees other than your store fee, which you typically wouldn't pay until you get your invoice, but you can prepay on that too. But at the very least, you could actually pay on each daily transaction or weekly transaction. And if you want to keep ahead of the game, not get behind on your fees, this is a great tool to use as this one-time payment. Let's click on that. When you click on that one-time payment for fees, it takes you to this page here, and you can actually fill in how much you want to pay. I happen to have a balance here, and you can pay on this through PayPal, a checking account, a credit or debit card. I haven't tried the check process here, but I normally just choose PayPal. But again, if you want to use a credit card, this is the place that you would do it. And then when you hit continue, it would have you sign into your PayPal account, where you'll probably have to confirm again how much you're paying, and then it gets processed out of your PayPal account or to the credit card. So this is how you make a one-time payment for fees. I hope you find this helpful and take advantage of it so that your fees do not accumulate and get higher than what you're comfortable paying. So you go to My eBay and to Selling, and then to your active listings, which I've already done here, active listing. In my store on eBay, I get it 1,000 buy it now and 500 auction listings. Well, as you can see here, I'm over my 1,000, and I don't have anything on auction right now. I just had some end, but I put them into sell similar as fixed rate. So I've got 1,039 fixed price listings. That means for every listing that I have over 1,000, I'm going to be paying 10 cents per listing. So I want to take some of my listings and move them into inventory. And it makes sense to me. I'm going to scroll up here into my categories, and I hope you've set up store categories. They're very helpful. And of course, what I'm sharing with you here only really applies if you have a store. So I'm going to go into Home and Holiday. So I have 180 listings in my Home and Holiday category. And you can see I have some cups and a variety of things here. But I specifically want to move my ornaments out of here. It will free up some room. So I'm going up here into the search bar and typing ornament. This is where you can type in any word you want to, any keyword that might be in your title. Let's see how many it brings up. That's 60. You can see here I've got 1 of 25 of 60 showing. I'm going to scroll on down and I'm going to show 100 per page. So the first thing I need to do before I move them into inventory is I do need to make a decision and end these items. So I go to Actions and I end the items. So all my items are showing up. Scroll down. If you simply try to move them to inventory from being an active listing, you'll have a copy of it in inventory and your listing will still be active. So you actually have to end them. So let's go back and I want to take a look at the inventory. So I ended those listings. So again, I'm in my eBay selling. I'm going to look at unsold. I could have clicked it here or I can click it here, unsold listings. So these are the items that I ended. And you better be careful here because you might have other things and unsold other than what you really want. So I see 60 items. I'm going to click this top box for all, but I'm going to check it one more time. And this is where I'm going over to Action and Save to Inventory. All right, so it shows me all these items getting saved to inventory. I know it looks a little bit overwhelming, but just hang in here with me. The first thing I'm going to do is over here under Product Folder, click that little button and create a new folder name. You can put anything here, but I listed all this Christmas last year, pretty much all of it, and so I'm just naming my folder Christmas 2019 on hold until things pick up. Now, do you see this little box here? Place all my selected listings in this folder. Check that box and you really won't have to do much else. It's going to take all 60 of my listings, unless there's a duplicate for some reason, but right now it should take all 60 of my listings and place them on the selected folder that I named Christmas 2019 on hold. But you do have to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to go quickly here because this is just all the individual listings. I'm not going to go over anything else with them. I'm just trying to move them to inventory. When you get to the bottom, do you see here where it's grayed out under Product Folder? Well, what that's doing is acknowledging that yes, in fact, I'm saving all of these to the same folder. This button here on the bottom left, Save to Inventory. It might take a few minutes to do it. Be patient. You do not have to hit it multiple times. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see Inventory, and in the folder on Manage Inventory, you will see I have several different inventory file folders here. But there's my Christmas 2019 on hold. You can hit go, and then all of your items show up in inventory, and you can find your folders up above here. You can search, you can go here and you can relist one of them. You can check this box here, and you can sell all of them again at the same time. So that inventory will stay there until I decide to manage it. That's how you work with the inventory. And you will find the inventory button over here on the left hand side in your seller hub under listings, create listing, inventory, and right there, second one down, inventory. I hope this has been helpful to you. I use this all the time to free up space for new listings. Something you can do as a seller on eBay or wherever you sell. If you have packages that will not fit in your mailbox, you can arrange for a pickup from the USPS, from the Postal Service. And I just want to show you how to find out that information. I went to Google and I typed in how to arrange post office USPS pickup. One of the first things that showed up right here, fact sheet, carrier pickup about USPS home. Click on that. And that will take you to all the information that you need to get started on arranging to have your packages picked up. Here are some things that are very important on here. You do need to read each bullet point. The first thing it says is go online to USPS.com pickup. See where I'm circling here? That's where you would register and sign up, basically set up an account to have pickup of your packages. They also pick up international packages, and that's good to know. But the packages have to be ready before our carrier arrives. That means if, like my mail person, they're here at 9 o'clock in the morning. If I don't have my packages ready and if I haven't arranged this ahead of time, my packages are not going to go out that day. So you have to have it set up and have your packages ready, as it says here, before your carrier arrives. I'm not going to read everything, but the most important things. Maximum weight per package is 70 pounds. I don't know about you, but I don't sell anything that weighs anywhere near that. Mail pieces weighing more than 13 ounces bearing only postage stamps as postage must be taken by the customer to an employee at the retail counter at the post office. Guys, you can't use postage stamps. You need to have a printed out label, and on eBay you know that comes with tracking. So anything you're just mailing without tracking, can't do it. That's not going to work for this. You can buy postage off of USPS.com click and ship. If you don't want to use the eBay labels, I happen to like Pirate Ship. It's a free service to buy postage. You might want to check that out. I'm not promoting them. I'm just simply saying that's an available service. And there's some other tools below. So let's go back up and let's go find this USPS.com pickup. I've already opened it up here. I haven't signed up myself yet on USPS.com for pickup, but I'm getting real close to it here. So it basically wants to know, where should we pick up your packages? And if this is a business address, you can click that. But most of us work from home, I imagine, so I would not click that. I'm going to fill out your name, your address, your city, state, phone number, email, everything that you possibly can, and check availability for pickup. I guess what they're saying here is it may not be available. You have to fill out all the information above to find out. I decided to go ahead and fill out the application for pickup, set up an account basically. I'm going to blur out some of my personal information here, but it does say it's available in my area. And I'm going to scroll on down here. And one of the questions is there a dog at this address? Where will you leave your packages? And I'm going to say, well, I guess I'm not going to say, since I'm doing this online, where I'm going to leave my packages, but that is something you would need to fill out. I set up where I would want my packages picked up, and then I went down to this, when should we schedule your pickup? Well, I don't have a pickup right this moment. If I have it picked up during regular mail delivery, there's no charge. But over to the right, there's a charge if you specify a specific time of $24 per pickup. So what do I do here? I guess I can't do this now because I know what I have to go out tomorrow will fit in my mailbox. So I will just need to go online each time. And I believe there was a cutoff time that I did not mention. Okay, requests must be made by 2 a.m. on the day you've requested free package pickup. So by 2 a.m. So if I had a package for tomorrow before 2 a.m., I would have to get this set up. So I'm not going to finish this right now. I guess if you have packages every day, you build a relationship with your postal carrier and they just know that you always have packages. But again, a lot of mine fit in the mailbox. So that's what you would encounter next. I'm not going to go any further with this. But I also heard today, check with your local post office. You might want to do this relatively soon and see if they have a pickup bag or bags to give you that you can put your items in, put your packages in. I understand that they have bags available. So consider giving that a try if you're hesitant or unable to go out to the post office. Give pickup a try. Fill it out, check availability, and see what you find out. Now there's one more thing that you can do that might help as far as sending out your packages if you do need to go to the post office. Let me get back to eBay. I'm signed into my eBay account. I'm in my active listings. I'm going to talk about changing your handling time. Personally, I'm on 2-day handling time. I go to the post office 3 times a week on average, just because I don't mind doing that actually, but things are changing now. I might have to rethink that. You might have to rethink that. So I've just sorted out my listings to be 25 per page, and I'm going to go in and do a quick bulk edit to show you where you find your handling time. So I've clicked all 25, edit selected. I don't really have to change anything here, but I'm going to show you if you wanted to change your handling time, how you would do it. So once they're loaded up here, check the top box so that it checks all. Go to edit fields and go down here. See where I'm going down? Go down to handling time right here. Click that and open up handling time and change to, and this is where you can change your handling time. eBay doesn't let you choose exactly how many days that you want to have before you ship your packages. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 business days, and then it jumps to 10, 15, 20, and 30. Why we can't choose how many exact days we need, I have no idea. I'm going to give you my personal opinion here. I've always been frustrated by this because when I'm on vacation, out of town for whatever reason, 7 days would be great. But no, I have to jump to 5 to 10. So, all right, so I'm on 2 business days. I'm going to stick with that and use save and close. This gives you time to think about how often you want to go out to the post office to take your packages. And then you just submit the changes. I didn't make any changes. Didn't cost me a dime. But, you know, I just wanted to show you another option besides pickup as to how to change your handling time. Of course, remember this too, if you're ever going on vacation, that is where you would change your handling time. And I typically do it in smaller groups. I have over 1,000 listings. Well, I'm at 980 right now because I just moved some of those over to inventory. But I can tell you when you go down here and sort your page, I've got 25 right now. If you get into sorting by too high of a number, it can bog down in bulk editing. So typically I try to stay with 100 listings at a time at the max to edit. Not good if you have thousands and thousands of listings, but if you're under 1,000 or less, it's not too bad. Bulk editing can be slow at times. All right, so that's how you bulk edit and change your handling time. I hope that's been helpful.